Hello YouTube. Alright, so I had went over the internet and tried to find some sort of tutorial on this program called ImageJ on how I could count voxels, and apparently there wasn't one out on YouTube. I couldn't even really find any tutorial at all in PDF form or anything else, so I had to kind of figure it out for myself, and since I did, I figured I would share it with the rest of the world, and hopefully someone might find it of benefit in the future years to come. So this program called ImageJ is put out by the NIH. It's an open source software, and it's used for all sorts of different analysis processes with images in general. But for this particular purpose, what I'm going to use it for is to count voxels. Now, I'm also going to show you how to do two other things with it. One is how to calibrate it, and then two is how to count voxels, analyze the exact area, and it'll give you the number of voxels in a picture. And then number three is how to use it to detect just specifically the number of particular colors of a voxel of voxels in an area. These particular images are based off visual stimuli for retinotopic organization, and so that's why the different colors they respond to specifically polar angles. But I'm not going to go into that right now. But for the purpose of this, here's how you want to calibrate ImageJ. You want to go up to Analyze. You want to go up to Set Scale. Okay, and so under Set Scale, you've got these different delineations. So distance in pixels, known distance, pixel aspect ratio, unit of length, and you can click to remove whatever scale, and then you can set it to global if you like. So first what we need to do is we need to measure how big a voxel really is. So in order to do that, let's click on the screen that we're wanting to work with. I'm going to hit Shift and plus so that I can zoom in and get a nice big close picture here. I'm going to click the hand tool and move it over for a moment. Then I'm going to click on just the line tool, and I'm going to draw a line across one of these pixels, or across one of these voxels, so that I can measure the exact length. Now, if you know the program that you're working really well, this one happens to be based off of a program out of Stanford called Mr. Gray, and its voxels are actually equal to whatever the magnification is in pixels. And for this particular one, this should be at 25. So I'm going to measure that line, and it comes out to 26. So I had accidentally overstretched a little bit, so it looks like this dual little piece here where it's not quite coloring it correctly is a little bit off. So let's see if I can do it from right there. And this should come out to about 25. But you can do this for any kind of measurement that you need to do with it. There's one YouTube video out there that does it with well, width is 25. Oh, area. So it's 26 pixels in area length, but the width of this actually comes out to about 25, as you can see right there. So what I want to do is I want to set the scale to 25, or actually I'm at 24.5. That was close enough. So 25 pixels, the known distance being 1.00. Okay, and the unit we're going to declare it as a voxel. Okay. And then I'm going to make it global so that every picture I open from here on will automatically go to the unit of voxels. All right, so then I'm going to back out by pressing Shift and the minus mark, or the minus key. And then I'm going to go to Image. Well, let me close these measurements real quick. I'm going to go to Image. I'm going to adjust the color threshold. I'm going to choose the color threshold at the bottom as red. I'm going to move the saturation over to the middle. That's really all you have to do in order to pick up the total area, okay? You move the saturation to the middle. It'll cover in red just anything in color. And then you click Select. It will select the area. And then you analyze it, and it will give me the number of voxels, which in this particular instance happens to be 50. So now I can count the number of voxels in this one image without having to go through and count them individually. And I'm going to do that again just to give you an idea here. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to say yes because I want to save that. All right, and let's try it again. For this particular image, I'm going to again go to Image, Adjust, Color Threshold, which is already open, luckily. It's already set on the medium saturation. You click on Threshold Color. I click on Red. Wait, we got to click on the right screen there, sorry. Go to Image Threshold, Color, and click on Red, then click Select. It will select just the colored pixels, and you analyze them, and again, it comes up, on this one, it comes up with 104, okay? So, let's say that you want to use it to count just the number of particular colors within a particular slide, all right? So, let's open up one of these other ones here. Let's pull over one of these other pictures. Let's say that, let's do one I haven't messed with yet. Okay, so let's say that I just want to pick up the blue, the dark blue. Okay, just the dark blue colors. So I'm going to click on the threshold to red, but instead of saturation, well, I'm going to leave the saturation where it's at, but I'm going to move the hue marks to where they only cover the darkest blue that I want. See how that works? So now it's only picking up the blue, and then I click select, and it only picks up the blue colored pixels within that range that I need. So let's say that I don't want it to pick up the cyan or the magenta. Then you move this over just a little bit so that it doesn't quite do it. You reset the threshold color to red, and it excludes those colors that you don't want. Okay? And you click select, and then you click on analyze, and it will give me the number of them. In this particular case, it came out to 35.008. That's because it picked up a little bit of excess here and there, a couple extra colors. But that would be 35, and it just saves time on having to count the number of voxels within a particular area. Let's do it one more time, and let's say that we want to do it for yellow this time. I'm not going to save that, actually. Let's do it for yellow, and we'll do one more here. Let's say that we want to randomly do, we only want to pick up yellow, which in this particular case, it's kind of in between yellow and green. Let's say just specifically we'll go for 1, 2, 3. We only want to pick up those 3. So let's go and we'll switch to the lower is 33. The higher end will be at about 53 there, and then we'll select. Let's bring it up just a little bit more. Let's change it to red. Okay, actually let's change it to black so we can actually see what we're picking up. There we are. So that's the one it picks up. There we go. It's picking up a couple more on the bottom. And we'll pick up a couple more on the top. See how it covers up just the pixels that you need colored? There you go. Select them, and then analyze, measure, and it came up to about 6. I'll have to tweak the calibrations just a little bit. You have to kind of work with a little bit on the area that it's picking up because you're only picking up colors. I believe there is a plugin for ImageJ that just picks up certain colors, and I'm still working on trying to tweak that, but this is a quicker way than having to count them individually and having to pick out which colors are which, is to adjust the hues and saturation for this. But that's it for ImageJ. If you have any questions about it, you can always contact me at jacob.redmond75@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to answer any questions or try to help you if you're trying to tweak something to do something it isn't normally used for. But again, this is my first YouTube tutorial on these things, and I will start putting out more as I come up with ways to try to share the information that we use in neuroscience. Have a great day.